Here's some context.
And most important thing that I want to talk about is, you see, personality, and I've said this in many of my videos, personality, confidence, charisma, whatever you want to call it. I fell for that trap too, guys. I spent literally the majority of my life thinking that, I fell for the false hope that you can use personality, confidence, charisma, all these things. And, I fell for it. I fell for it. We've all fell for it, through Hollywood, the movies, through family, and even girls themselves. Other men will tell you, oh, it's just your confidence, bro, your personality. And, we all know by now that personality and confidence are basically a result of your looks. How you were treated as an adolescent, as a teenager is going to factor in greatly in terms of your personality and looks. People treat you how you look. And I'm not just talking about how you dress. A lot of people say, oh, see, that's why you gotta dress well. No, it's bones, it's height, it's things you cannot change. And people treat you how you look. I've said this before, how, people, if
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. You're focused too much on how people treat you, bro. You're focused way too much on how people treat you. That is true. If you are taller, people will treat you a certain way, but that is a percentage of people, not all people. That is a percentage of people, not all people. Let me just make that. It's a percentage of people that will treat you a certain way. You focus on that percentage, no. I can tell you, that's like focusing on all the people who hate you instead of focusing all the people who love you. Trust me, bro. That is just a dark place, bro. Focus on enemies. Focus on what the bad things people have said to you. Let that rule your life. It gets you nowhere. You can't focus on that. You can't give power. You cannot give power to those negative thoughts.
someone thinks you're good looking, they'll naturally perceive you as confident. And I've seen it time and time again. If a woman is attracted to you, she will start to
It doesn't matter how they perceive you. You have to be confident. And this is not for getting girls. I'm talking about anything that you do. You have to be confident and say, I'm going to make this. I am going to get there. There's so many things I did. When I was starting on Twitch, I was confident. I said, I have to get this. I'll play this game and I'll get these viewers. And I made an audience on Twitch back. That was back in the day. But yeah, let me just keep listening instead of just pausing all the time.
portray and put on attributes to you that you might not even have. I once believed that by being the center of attention, that, in a room full of girls, if I was just the jester, if I just was loud enough or funny enough, then the girls would gravitate towards me, and
Be funny to be funny, bro. Be funny to be funny. Don't be funny for girls. Be funny to be funny.
that was all not true. All of that was false. I mean, I even tried it a few times. I'm not gonna lie, especially like in high school. I remember sometimes trying to be funny, or trying to be a clown, or trying to do little things that I thought would gain attraction. I fell into the PUA scam. I fell into all those scams. Thinking I can use your mouthpiece, you can use your game. This is what I'm saying, because I've already done that stuff. This is how I know it's false.
Nah.
I'm not a guy who hasn't tried anything. I've tried everything. This is how I know
Who,
this
who,
shit.
who is he talking to? That's my question. Like, where are you going to meet these girls if this is the way you think? Like, are you talking to demons? Like, bro, are you talking to demons? Like, who are you talking to? Which girls are you talking to, bro? As you see, say scams. Which girls are you talking to, bro? I've had my fair share. Like what he's saying, that depends on the girl you talk to, and you need to know your the grounds on where you can meet girls that are not like this, bro. Shit, bro. There's Instagram. Why is he talking like these things don't work? It doesn't work for it. It depends on the person you're talking to. Like, for example, that's why it's good. There's Instagram. Instagram has a library of people, like social media. You can literally find the kind of person that you can talk to. That you're not gonna need like so much of what he said, good looks and height. Okay, do you think someone like Duke Dennis could date a girl let me give you this thing, who's like does cosplay, she's an artist, she's into all this Hello Kitty stuff and cutesy wootsy stuff, she plays League of Legends, she's a little nerdy. Do you think you'd be dating a girl like that? Like, no offense to that girl, but I don't think so. Let's say you're a guy who you're more inclined to a girl like that, you would match more with that girl like that. You just need to find who you can match with. Like, I'll say this, there's this girl I met a while ago, in 2019, I met her on Instagram. I liked her stuff. I saw she was drawing Naruto pictures and all of that stuff, and I really followed her. And she was a really beautiful girl. She's in Nigeria right now. And I remember recently I told her that I liked her, right? I had a crush on you all these years, and she reciprocated. Like she was like she kind of reciprocated it back, but I kind of backed off because it's just like I didn't want to really go there because I'm all the way here and a whole thing. But yeah, you need to know the people you're going with. You can't. I just this just sounds like it's coming from pain. Like it sounds like it's coming from pain, and he's let this pain hit him to this point where he thinks like, oh, the only way you're gonna get girls is if you're 6 foot, you're tall. I know friends. I have friends who are tall, and their body counts are high, and more women want, and I don't want to see more. And more girls want, like when they go out to the club, they have a higher chance of getting a girl. When they go out to, they have higher chance, because girls find him more attractive. Okay, good. He's more attracted to a certain percentage of women, right? This same guy, I know girls. This same guy who's tall and 6 foot something, I know girls that would not want to be with him. Funny enough, there was a time where it was a girl. I'm exposing myself. This time there was a girl who we were talking to her at the club. Um, he told me that he was interested in her, right? I was also interested in her too. But the reason I did not want to, like, I let him have her at the time. I said I didn't want to. I didn't say that I was interested because she was my friend and I saw her as more of a friend at the time. Even though I was still attracted to her, but I still saw her as more of a friend. Didn't really want to do anything at the time because I tried before, but it didn't go well. Blah blah blah. Then that same day on the club, she not before that, numerous times she comes to the club and she's touching my arm. She's smiling, always coming up to me. She's touching my arm like this, and I'm like, okay, this is very I don't know what to think. So that same night, me and her are she's very into me, and this guy is coming to her. The tall guy is coming to her, but she's not interested in him. But this guy still gets more girls than me. He still has a higher body count. But at that time, that girl wanted me more than this tall guy. You can't say all women are gonna like this guy more because he's this, and all women. It depends on the girl you're talking to, bro. And it really does depend on the girl. Like, dude, I was talking to this guy, right? There's this girl. This guy was smashing, right? This another guy smashing. He's tall. He's a tall guy, not that tall, like 6 foot, well, not crazy tall, but he was smashing this other girl. This girl, I tried talking to her. But one thing about this guy does weed. He does a bunch of drugs. He's a gangster. He doesn't live a good life. So not life. He lives that kind of life. Let me not say a good life, but he lives that life, right? So this girl was attracted to this guy, even though he's like that kind of guy. She's more attracted to that guy, but that's who she wants. You need to go to someone who is like more inclined to you, who matches your puzzle. Like, you can't just go ahead and think all girls want a guy who's taller than. No, most girls want a guy who matches with, bro. Like, that's really it, bro. Damn, I mean, I don't know, bro. If you think this thing is, it's like you don't go outside, and even if you don't go outside, social media is there. Social media is there, showing you a bunch of different couples, bro. Like, you can't be just this narrow-minded in life, bro. In my opinion, being this narrow-minded is just. It just hurts yourself. You're just hurting yourself terribly.
I talk